Sanbona, hello. Today I will be sharing one of the most beloved dishes in Zulu cuisine, Uphuthu. Whether you love it with Amasi, stew, or just a sprinkle of sugar, this dish is a true comfort food. Stay with me till the end because I'll be sharing a fun fact about why Uphuthu is more than just a meal. It's part of our heritage. Let's get started. Uphuthu. It's a traditional Zulu crumbly pap. Uphuthu ke siyalthanda. We love Uphuthu. And it's one of those dishes that we would have almost every week, and some even have it every day. So it's known for its dry and crumbly texture. It is made from maize meal, and we call maize meal impuphu. Impuphu. And it pairs well with various foods, which is why it's one of the most eaten food in our Zulu traditional meals, because you can pair it with so many different types of food. And I'm gonna share maybe about 10 of of the dishes or the sides that you can pair uputu with. Before I move on, let me explain what impuphu or mealie meal is made of. It's actually dried corn or mealies that has been crushed into fine powder. Now let me share with you how it's made. Just a quick one. Maize meal is cooked with boiling water and a pinch of salt. It's stirred carefully to create a crumbly consistency instead of a smooth porridge. Oh, which brings me to another point. The maize meal, we make it into different ways. You can make uphuthu, you can make pap, you can make porridge. So I'll make another video to tell you how we make pap and what we pair it with and porridge. But for now, I'm just gonna share uphuthu. So it's normally cooked for plus or minus 30 minutes on low heat, and it requires stirring at about every maybe 10 minutes. But then each person cooks it to their liking. But the process of making uphuthu is the same all around South Africa. Please do check out, I have two links in the description below where you can see how uphuthu is made and you can try it at home. The first dish is Amasi, which is fermented milk, a classic and traditional favorite. The sour taste of Amasi complements the dry texture of Uphuthu. This dish reminds me of home, back home in the village. As you can see there on the video, my brother and my dad, when they were milking the cow. And this was one of the best meals growing up, especially when we had cows that had to be milked, and it will be our favorite dish, and we'll make it in a big bowl. So this one is one of my favorites. And later on, I got introduced to the idea of using strawberry flavor Nesquik into the amas, and it would taste like a strawberry yogurt. And then when we didn't have Nesquik at the boarding school, we would substitute it with sugar. I know. Amas is not supposed to be eaten with sugar. But hey, once you go to the sugar alternative, it's so hard to go back to the natural soury flavor of Amasi. Another option to use with uphuthu will be your meat options, and their gravy will soften uphuthu and adds a delicious meaty taste. It soaks up the delicious gravy from beef or chicken or mutton, and it a hearty and filling option, and it's perfect for lunch or dinner. And I know one of the favorites would be inyama yenhloko. People love it with uphuthu, and you'll usually find it in taxi ranks, and people enjoy it. Inyama yenhloko is ox head, and it will mainly consist of ox tongue. Inhloko is the favorite amongst the Zulus. So inyama yenhloko, and some people call it iskopo, especially around Joburg. Inyama yenhloko is traditionally boiled with salt, and then some people will add some spices or beef stock, and then it will be served with uphuthu or pap and soup. And it's soup. Some people will add some fresh green chilies, and they'll just drink it as a drinking soup. Some they'll just put it on top of uphuthu and simply enjoy it. We also pair uphuthu with our vegetables. The first one is ubhontshisi, and that is beans. We make beans soup, and it goes very well with uphuthu. We also pair it with cabbage, which is a very nice veg, and we also sometimes put in some mincemeat into the cabbage, or we put in meat bones, or some mutton bone in. Another one is spinach, and that one is one of my favorite too, and it goes so well with uphuthu. And we also do imbuya, and this one, it grows almost everywhere around your backyard in the village, and so it's one of those veggies that you would have quite often at home because it's so easy to find. So imbuya is also known as a wild spinach, and is highly nutritious leafy vegetable which is commonly eaten in many African households, including amongst the Zulu people. It's a healthy and an affordable pairing for uphuthu. Both the leaves and the seeds of imbuya are rich in carbohydrates and protein. And imbuya is often cooked just like spinach. It's just onions and your spinach or onions or imbuya. It's as simple as that. Another tasty side is ushatini. That's tomato relish, and some people add some green chilies to it. Then we also have uphuthu and avocado. Oh, this one takes me back home. You know, your freshly cooked uphuthu with your avocado, especially during the avocado season. That will be our go-to meal, especially after school when your mom is not done cooking. The stew, you'd have that uphuthu with avocado. Another one is uphuthu with umbubudlo. Umbubudlo is simply water and sugar. Some people will just even pour umbubudlo onto the uphuthu and eat it, but I would usually have like a scoop of uphuthu and drink umbubudlo. Another one is ubisi with uphuthu. Like my dad never used to like Amasi, so he would have milk as a substitute for Amasi, and some would even add honey to the milk, but my dad will simply have uphuthu with milk, and that will be his sort of Amasi. So this is what we use if we run out of our traditional South African meal. We use pan. Pan is a pre-cooked whole grain white cornmeal, and it's commonly used in South American cuisines to prepare dishes like arepas and polenta. So this product can be used as a substitute for mealie meal since it's pre-cooked cornmeal, which makes it faster to cook. Although the texture is not the same, it's slightly different, but then it's quite close to our mealie meal. It still makes a good alternative for preparing various maize meal dishes, especially pap. I love to use pan for pap. It makes it soft, and it's quick to make, especially when you're having your quick braais. You just whip it up and it's ready. I use this herb as my imbuya or spinach. It tastes more or less like imfino, imbuya. So this is what I get from our nearest supermarket. I use it as my side for Uphuthu here in Saudi, and it works. It does the work. Now, here's a trick for Amasi that a friend told us. We use plain yogurt with sour cream and fresh cream. These three whipped together, they give you a perfect combination to substitute Amasi. So these are some of the things we use or we cook to try and give us a taste of home while we are away from home. Uphuthu is not just a meal, it's a symbol of resilience and cultural heritage in Zulu tradition. Its crumbly texture represents adaptability as it pairs well with various foods like amasi, umpupudlo, even eggs, or just butter on it. Not forgetting inchela, that is the crust that forms at the bottom when you cook uphuthu, and it goes well with umpupudlo or tea. Beyond nourishment, Uphuthu brings families together. Now, we have come to the end of our video, and I will leave you with this. I am because we are. That is Ubuntu, which is what we live by in South Africa. Don't forget to check out the recipe I have put in the description below. I've tried both and they've never failed me. I would love to hear from you. How do you love eating your uphuthu? Drop a comment below and let's celebrate our food culture together. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and don't forget to turn on that post notification bell so that you never miss any video when I upload it. Thank you, ngiyabonga. Sobonana esifundweni esilandelayo.